Hello and welcome to BW London Podcast. So today I'm going to be talking about a topic that isn't really out there, although many people assume it just based on looks, but actual facts and information doesn't really exist. So I believe that Serena Williams and Venus Williams, I believe they are men. I believe the story being told about Richard Williams is complete nonsense. This wishy-washy story, oh, I was an old man and I just thought, oh my God, I'm going to make the kids into tennis players. And I just started, the story doesn't make any logical sense. If you research tennis players, there's a very small elite of people that make real top dollar money. Why did Richard believe that he could make this money? For what reason? The whole story, they're selling it as this magical dream that he manifested this awesome life. No, he's been involved in illuminated things from day before his kids arrived. And on top of that, he made a decision. And the decision was, I know, he saw something that I'm going to tell you about happen in the 70s. He saw something and he saw his way. He saw his two sons born, Serena and Venus, and he was like, I am going to make them take over the sport and make a lot of money. And guess what the guarantee is? They're men competing against white women. Really? But anyhow, let's go back. Let's go back. How did Richard come up with this plan? Well, another man named Richard, when he was 40 years old, he had a sex change and he became a woman. Now, he played amateur male tennis. Richard started playing professional women's tennis. And then someone identified him as a woman. So he was denied the right to play. This is all in the 70s, guy. Richard knew about this. So Richard, the transvestite man, he refused to take the bar body test to test for his chromosomes that was required to all women. Guys, this is all facts. You can go and research it. Richard then sued the US Tennis Association, alleging discrimination by gender in violation of human rights because they wanted to take his test. In 1977, the New York Supreme Court ruled that asking Richard to take a gender verification test was a violation of her rights to be a woman. This happened, guys. This person is now a female ruled judge. Ashion, I think that's the judge's name, can't really pronounce it. Despite female players and boycotts, the elementary psychology facts were overturned by political propaganda. Post-op transsexual legal recognized as women are allowed to compete in women's tender. A gender verification test is not required. These are facts, guys. At the time of the court case, this is in the 70s, some US Tennis Association members felt that others may decide to undergo sex changes only to enter women's tennis. And then here comes Richard Williams. This is Richard Williams' plan. That was his plan, and he conquered. And now he's selling it back to us like it was a dream for his girls that he just suddenly conjured up. It makes no sense, guys. The WTA, that is the Women's Tennis Association, is a business, and it is run as such. Their goal is to grow and to protect their business, respecting law. So they're okay with this, guys. You may find undisclosed transsexuals in other women's sports. Transsexuals are also allowed to compete in the Olympics. We're living in a time where doing this, from the Illuminati sense, they love doing this. They love making us not see what we're actually seeing and confusing it. I met Serena Williams in 2000. That's 22 years ago. I was a fan. When I say I was a fan, I watched every game. I was obsessed with the woman. Then I was in New York and she was in a club with Brandy, and I went over to them and I asked for a picture. Brandy gave me a picture. Serena said, I'm sorry, I don't take pictures. And I looked down and there was her big calf, and I looked up and I was just angry that she wouldn't take the picture. And from that day forward, I never followed her career. That was just my childish mind. And I also went around saying that was a man stood before me. Now, that was my natural instincts, but I didn't really believe it till now. Her calf, seeing Serena in person was literally a physical man in front of me, and that was my real instinct. But I never took it on board, like I said, because I was more angry that she wouldn't take the picture with me. But looking back, I'm like, we always know the same way we can spot transvestite, plastic surgery, anything. The human body naturally knows when something is fake, and that's what I saw in Serena. These girls are men. Their father made a plan to make money from black boys being girls playing against white tennis. That's how he guaranteed his income. I will never watch that story, that movie that they've got going on now. It's just a lie. It's just another one of their perverted lies. This story, they must love this story. And I wonder how it's affected them. But more than likely, they would have had to undergo a lot of MK mind control to even fathom that. I guess it makes more sense now why Venus is single and without child and so on. But this information isn't common knowledge. It isn't easy to find stuff. The people that have committed to exposing this do so under private identities, because I don't know if it's that serious, and they do show some pretty good evidence. They go into pelvic, skull, all the different things that prove that they are men. But guys, this is a fact. These girls are men. Richard created a awesome story there for himself as part of his illumination. Trust me, everybody in certain degrees or wherever they're at, they know exactly what time it is, and this will be an honorary story that they got two men to pass as women and everything that came about it. It's I don't even know what to say about it, guys, but I know this to be true. All right, well, thanks for listening.